Okay, we're going to make a compass using some magnets. So here are the materials. You'll need a plastic cup, 2 pieces of wire, a pen, a straw, and 2 magnets. Okay? First of all, do not untwist the wire. Leave it twisted like it is, okay? Okay, now take your 2 pieces of wire and wrap them around your finger just so you bend it in half. Let's look at the picture carefully, okay? Next, take your 2 magnets and let them stick together back to back, just like the picture. Okay, this is very important that they stick back to back. Okay, now pull the magnets apart, being certain that you keep them facing the same direction they were. Take your wire and stick one wire in from one side like this and from the other side. Okay, so when you should have them on your table, cooperate, and you got to do it just like this or it won't work. Now, being very careful, the tails of the wire where it was sticking through the hole, wrap it around, okay? But then you need to make a bend in the wire so that it sticks up from the magnet about 2 inches or so, and do the same thing with both of them. If you don't do this right, your compass will never work. I see the blue wire looks a little bit shorter. That's not that important. What's very important though is that you twist the tails and do it exactly like it looks in the picture, okay? Okay, before you stick your before you go to the next step, after you got your wires stuck through the magnet, you got the tails twisted and bent, you want to make sure that the magnets will still stick together back to back, and you want the wires pointing outward in opposite directions, okay? This is very critical. If you don't do this, it won't work. The next thing you're going to do is take your straw, take your pen and put the pen almost exactly in the middle of the straw, go straight through so that you've punctured the straw with the pen. Don't stick each other. Now, what I've done is I've very carefully slipped the wire into each end of the straw. Now you don't want to you don't want to mash the wire together. You want to barely push it. It should be snug. So what you want is right up in here. You want to push it in there, but you don't want to take the end of the wire and crimp it flat, because you want both of these to be tight. So if you held the straw up one way or the other, the magnet and the wire would still stay in there, okay? Now comes the fun part. You want to take your assembled straw and magnets and you want to balance it on top of the plastic cup. Do not poke the pen into the cup. It's just resting on top of it. You're trying to balance it. So what's going to take you the most time now is to slide the wires, okay, like you can slide this in and slide this out a little bit, or this in. If it hangs too low on this, if it hangs too low here, you need to push that in a little bit, or you can pull this one out a little bit. You may also need to adjust the swing here, twist these left or right a little bit until it stands up evenly. Okay, this is, like I say, this is going to take some time to figure this out. Okay, so here we have a completely assembled compass. And the way you know it works is one end is going to very, very slowly turn around and it will point to the north. And if you touch it very, very gently, it will come back to the north every time. If it just kind of seems to twist, then you need to get Mr. B and let me come look at it. We'll